This is a flat cane training system that uses catch wires, also known as vertical shoot position or VSP. First thing to do when you step up to the vine is to assess it. Is it a large vine? Is it a small vine? Or is it an average vine? Knowing that will tell you how many buds to leave on the vine. So we've got last year's canes tied down to the wire here, and we're going to be removing them and pruning out all the brush, except for our 4 canes that we're going to retain this year for fruiting purposes. So this is a pretty average vine here. It's always a good idea to cut the brush out rather than rip it out, because you run the risk of damaging the buds on the canes that you wish to retain for next year. It's always a good idea to make close, clean cuts in the head of the vine. Now the vine's starting to take shape, and you can see 3 of the canes that I've selected to keep there on the right side, and I'll probably get at least 2 on the left side also. So here we have the 5 canes that I've selected for this vine. I'm eventually going to be whittling it down just to 4, but I like to have 5 as an insurance policy in case one of the canes isn't viable. I'm going to go through and trim off all the short little laterals and tendrils that grew last year on these canes, and then we'll be ready to tie them down to the wire. So now that this cane is trimmed up and ready to be tied, I need to cut it to the proper length. So we've decided that we need 4 11 bud canes on this vine. So I'm going to start here at the bottom node and count up, get to the 11th node and cut off the excess. Do that again for the other 4 remaining canes, and then make sure that everything's alive, and then cut out the extra cane that I kept. So now that we've got the 4 canes cut to the proper length, it's time to tie them down to the fruiting wire. It's always a good idea to double wrap the twist tie around the cane to secure it tightly. And here's the finished product. As you can see, we've cut off about 80 to 90% of last year's growth.
To learn more about grapevine pruning, click on these annotations to get to our intro video or any of the other pruning videos.